As you can see, Mr. Fontanella is not at the right liberties to intro rapid fire this week. So, rapid fire, week 10. Let's go.
I'm on fire! All right, you're not on fire! I knew it, you're lying! I'm fired!
Russell Wilson had a pedestrian game. AP had a solid game. Carlos Williams put up another touchdown. Jeffrey was hurt, didn't do much. Martavis Bryant is back on track. Martellus Bennett is horrible. Pierre Garçon has been doing horribly lately. Solid week for Porsche, put up 123. Going over to really young gun Drew Brees. Back to earth. Isaiah Crowell put up 0.4. James Starks put up 13. Brandon Cooks is on fire. Jeremy Maclin is in a Casey offense. Charles Clay is no Gronk. Eric Decker had another touchdown. When your kicker is your third highest score, not a very encouraging sign. Zach puts up a $106, not enough to win.
Carson Palmer, MVP candidate, did well. Lamar Miller continues his role. Outside that, it was pretty lackluster outside Larry Fitzgerald. I think this was an off week for Derp. I think his team's better than this. This is a playoff team on paper. Good work, Derp. On to, what the fuck's his name? Team Fish. Oh, Team Fish. How could I forget Team Fish? Joe Flacco, good start. DeMarco, solid. Robinson, solid. Everyone else was terrible. Fish deserves better than this. Andrew Luck poisoned this team from the get-go. I feel awful for Fish. His season is most likely over. Never say never? Question mark? I don't know. I wouldn't want to be Fish right now. Ryan Fitzpatrick was the highest scorer of the team. It was a pretty pedestrian week, but it got the job done. Say what you want, but he got the job done. Solid victory, Twan. He keeps his season alive, barely. You go to pickers who have just fallen off the face of the earth, ravaged by injuries. Dalton had an awful game. Primetime Dalton returned. Doug Martin, Duke Johnson, why is he starting? Jarvis Landry was the only guy who showed up. Willie Snead, goose egg. Just an awful week. An awful week for the Pickers. This team is not doing well. This team has no direction. This team is in complete danger mode.
Derek Carr had a nice game. Gio Bernard had a nice game. Charkandrick West put up 30 points. DeAndre Hopkins, Michael Floyd had solid games. Gary Barnage got back on track. Stephon Diggs has been very pedestrian since leaving Mama's team. Bengals D put up 11. Justin Tucker puts up a lone 1 point. MMED, this team just cannot score points. Tom Brady put up 18. Mark Ingram, the best running back in football, put up 11. Shane Vereen did not do anything. Demaryius Thomas, mom fresh out of prison. Disappointed. The mom would want to go back to prison after the game. Calvin Johnson is just battling the injury bug every week this year. Eric Ebron put up 4.8. He's a boomer bust every week. Devontae Adams has had a few nice games back-to-back. Packers D, Caleb Sturgis didn't help him. Really bad team MMED is. They just are sliding off the face of the earth. They've lost 4 straight. I don't know where to go with this team.
Once again, Kirk Cousins goes off for dads. John Stewart did his part as well, but Kirk Cousins is the big story. Kirk Cousins carried this team and more. No one else outside Stewart did anything. Julian Edelman being out is huge. Let's see. I wonder what kind of effect it'll have on Dad's squad. His morale is not that high either. We'll see. The Dad's is an experienced owner. He's been there before. Let's see what his run happens in his run. on the TCP, who has completely choked. They have choked, they have fallen, and they can't get up. It's just a disaster of a roster right now. It's just a disaster of a roster. Blunt and Eli are solid, but outside that, I mean, you cannot. This team is just completely all over the place. I don't even want to talk about the roster. Crabtree cooled down. It's just an out of control roster. The defending champions will not see the postseason this year. That is what I'll say right now. Awful. Terrible.
Nobody showed up on Sunday besides Aaron Rodgers and Todd Gurley. Jeremy Hill, nice acquisition, put up 3 points. James Jones had a goose egg. Interesting. Sammy Watkins did nothing. Julius Thomas, this is in 2013, gave up on him. Rashard Matthews had an game. Cardinals D and Steve Gostowski were nothing special. Are-U St. Pal, possibly the scariest team out there right now. This guy is consistently hitting almost 150. This guy is really reaping the benefits of our waiver system, and Jeremy Langford has been absolute beast for him. Cam has been solid all year. Antonio Brown has been a freak lately. Alan Hearns, nice acquisitions, putting up 15. Grolson puts 12 up every game at least. Golden Tate, Ravens D and Dan Bailey did it alright. This is just a team that nobody wants to run into right now, including me. This guy's got something to prove to the rest of the world, and
Blake Bortles, 16 points. Mike Evans, 17. Solid acquisition, late acquisition, Doug Baldwin, 23 points. A nice job managing his lineup. Special teams and D came through. Well done, Kevin Revis. He remains alive. Team Fontanella did not feel confident in this week. I think the Alliance had something to do with that. Odell went off. Shady went off. Stafford had a good game for him. Gronk went off. Workhorse back Antonio Andrews puts up .8. That is the big story coming out of this game. I would love to hear Font's opinion later in this show. We'll see if we hear it. Font is still very much alive at 6-4. It's a tight league. It's a real tight league.
I don't want to die! Oh, stop, drop, and roll! You're not on fire, Ricky Bobby! I'm on fire!
Welcome, once again, Mike Porcelli, the soon-to-be former co-commish, and straight out of the hospital, Michael Fontanella. We will get to that later. Before we start around the league, we have a returning guest. He is the one and only commish, who we are about to reach via FaceTime. Mr. Fontanella, if you could.
How you doing, everybody? I got about a 2-hour block to leave the hospital. I got to head back just for some precautionary testings. Went a little too hard at training today for Turkey Bowl 2015.
That's all gonna go in, so you know.
Went a little too hard at Turkey Bowl training today at our facility. Nothing. This looks a lot worse than it actually is. Come on, Mama, go away, man.
Looks like my assignment's gonna be a little hobbled. Hoffman, you know who to go to.
This looks a lot worse than it actually is. No big deal. Don't worry. Team Juice, I'll be okay. Thoughts and prayers are with me. I appreciate that, everyone. But I'm here. I'm a gamer. I am looking to have a great show with my co-host, and let's get it going.
Mr. Fontanella, the commish is here. Commence with your interview.
How you doing there, Team Juice?
I'm feeling pretty decent right now.
It's always a pleasure to have you on. Seems like you're always chewing these days. I like it. Bulking up a little bit for Turkey Bowl 15. I like you drinking water. Or you're doing, actually, never mind. You're doing chewing tobacco, whatever. We got a big matchup this week. Obviously, I had to deal with another alliance last week, and Dan Coster had to lose him. I can't afford to lose to 2 straight alliances. I just cannot give up another game.
I mean, to me, if you ask me, Matt Ryan sets the NFL record for passing yards, and they're going to be majority Julio Jones. So you're not worried.
I am extremely worried.
You can't be worried, man.
You want to know why I'm worried? Because my RB2 is wearing something similar to what I'm wearing right now. His name is Antonio Andrews. He's a bum. He's completely in the font doghouse. He lives in the doghouse. I
got too many guys in the doghouse.
I haven't fed him in a while. He is hungry. Hopefully he takes his anger out today on my boys on Thursday night. Delaney Walker is some guy I can just see him just skipping and towing his way to 30 points. I mean,
he's gonna find the end zone.
He's honestly gonna do some jumping jacks right into the fucking end zone 3 times.
The big question is, do I start Mariota?
Man, I want you to start who you feel personally.
I want you to make the decision. I want you to choose who starts for me.
Do you?
Yes.
I want to see Thursday night matchup. I want to see some Thursday night action.
Right,
Solely
so
for that
Mariota.
reason, I'm a Mariota guy for tonight. Have you seen their uniforms? They are looking good out there. Do you see him in pregame warm-ups? Holy shit.
Yeah, man.
He's got some mustard on those throws.
So let's talk little turkey bowl.
Little turkey bowl. Yeah, why talk about a fantasy football weekly on a weekly report? Don't worry about the fantasy aspect of it. Not much. First of all, not much is going on in the whole Guru Nation right now, except Porch being very bitter in the group chats.
About what?
You retiring, Porch? I couldn't.
Yeah, I'm retiring, man.
Porch retiring this week. Stay tuned for next week's decision.
Absolutely.
He's got a lot of Brett Favre in him.
Yeah, Brett Favre.
Oh no! Hell no.
So, I can't wait for the Turkey Bowl, Kamish. I mean, this is not as bad as it looks. So is that the right?
Walk me through what happened if you haven't walked Guru Nation through it yet.
I haven't yet. So
Let's walk through it quick.
So first of all, I was doing the pile driver today.
Where are you? Where at?
Where else? GFL actually you know how Gunther actually it's like a private school now. They have a private training facility.
Really?
So I got in there. I know a couple of people. I have some connections.
You work out with anybody in particular?
Say again?
You work out with anyone in particular?
No, I like to work out by myself. I just like to give myself a competitive advantage. Why would I take somebody else with me along? So pretty much what happened was I was doing the pile drive and I snapped my neck back. And also I have a small brain injury.
So what's your? I mean, you got a week. What's your?
Oh, this bad boy will heal.
What are they saying about you in Roto World?
Right now Michael Fontanella didn't practice due to a tight, stiff neck and a brain laceration. I'm gonna be fine, Kamish. I don't want to worry you with this. These bandages, man, they are They don't. It doesn't get much more precautionary than this, okay? I am gonna be.
I mean, can I make an announcement to the Turkey Bowl group?
Announce, man.
Mike Fontanella will get 30 touches. 30 touches.
Can you say that one more time?
Whether they're on the air.
Can you say that one more time?
Mike Fontanella will get 30 touches in Thursday's Turkey Bowl game.
Wow.
It's gonna be the Fontanella show, man.
Wow. Now, if I get off to a rough start, are you just gonna keep handing me the ball, or does it change?
See, I mean, the thing with me is I trust my players. That's why we're a family. That's why we're on a team together. That's why I made the trades I made, the draft picks I drafted.
We're a family.
I wanted to get a team that's tough. I think we have a tough team.
Tough team.
I mean,
It's just gonna
if
be.
you look at the other side of the ball, they have their Mambas, their Bows, their Hassets, their Porcellis.
They're bows.
They're Bows.
Legends,
I am
their
looking. I'm actually gonna invite Haynes, and I'm looking to hit.
Boobies.
I'm gonna invite Haynes, and I'm gonna hit Bo hard, just for her.
I
I'm
mean,
gonna
if you have a thing with Haynes.
say again.
You know you have a nice little pass with Haynes.
Well, you know what? I thought I did, but then my friend Dom here stabbed me in the back.
The bugs will never be unsquashed.
Whatever. Me and Dom are we're at a great place right now.
You give a ticket to MT.
Say again.
MT.
All right, we're moving on.
This was the exact opposite of short and sweet.
Talk about targets. I am looking first
Who are
couple.
you targeting?
I'm targeting injury wise. I'm going right for Hoffman's shoulder a
Yeah,
couple
that's what I'm
times.
going to do.
I'm also
We
looking.
want Hoffman limping.
And if on the way to Hoffman I happen to break Ajay's spleen, I'd be fine with that too.
Ajay. Lacerated kidney for Ache?
Dennis Hassett is soft. He
Lacerated
should have
kidney.
retired.
We know they got a really soft team, man.
They're just big and lanky, you know. They're just so lanky.
Yeah,
It's perfect for a runner like me, a small, speedy guy like me, because I can actually literally like duck under them and just break the holes and stuff.
I mean, you're a combination of Danny
Oh,
Woodhead, Theo,
my bandage is full.
Oh no. Oh no.
I mean, the list goes on. Sims, you got a lot in you. And then you got the bully in you. Like, you're Antonio Andrews. You got a heart of a lion.
Heart of a lion. Lion.
Starting to lose control
You're
here.
Mike Fontanella, 30 touches.
Man, that is music to
Damn
my ears.
phone.
I've been getting I've actually gotten my family involved in this. They're like my training crew. They've been getting me involved. They're not coming to the game because they got to head up to Albany, but they are.
Stream it?
Yeah, it's streaming. It's streaming. It's already on. I already got the Yahoo guys over there setting it up.
Oh god, it's gonna be a nightmare.
They're bugging the field now, so they can get all kind of audio and stuff.
You're on. You go man to man with Porch. We're gonna send the dogs. We're gonna be blitzing a lot. I'm gonna say it right here. We're gonna be sending the dogs. But
Dogs.
you're gonna be man to man on Porch.
I better have a broken leg as I'm walking away from there.
I do remember the last time Didino had a dog strategy. Hell was raised. I remember that game.
What happened in that game?
A lot of sacks. I remember that game.
Mike, remember when
Send the dogs.
we are big send the dogs guys, okay?
Yeah, I don't know what.
Font is gonna have Font's gonna shit. Font's gonna be on both.
I think.
Font's gonna be on Derpy. Font's gonna get a little bit of stock.
I mean, that's not what that wasn't no, this is the first time I'm hearing this. Listen,
I mean, you're gonna be
give
the-
me
you're gonna be the
give me Dombo, okay?
I would love to see that match.
Dombo hasn't ran around in 4 years, okay? Give me Dombo.
Nice.
Dombo, I saw some pics. He looks out of shape. He doesn't look like he's ready for this game.
I mean, if you look at Bo's Instagram, he put up a picture with Carl Bolonsky, and they both look awful.
Man, what's the deal with you, man? You haven't put up an Instagram picture in 3 years. What's the
I'm
deal?
a big Instagram guy, man.
You're just a big, likes guy on there. I see where you go.
I'm gonna throw the fans likes.
Reed Gonzalski, I don't like getting into it. Reed Gonzalski's... Is Reed on our team?
I think he is.
I want no part of Gabolonsky.
Is he on our team?
I think he is on your team.
Yes,
Yeah.
Why is he on our team?
he's on the block, man. I've tried.
Okay, is he should be on the waivers because I don't want him on our team. Okay.
What do we do with Reed? Tell me right now.
Well, it's very simple. We try to give him away for something like
So Hoffman, when you watch this,
Hoffman.
we want to give it to Reed.
We know you're interested in your El Diablo. We would like Magic Man would like to return to your El Diablo. Mike's connecting right now. Buffer.
You know what? This is a blessing in disguise because unedited, this conversation has ran for almost 10 minutes. I think if the commish wants to return to our feed, he can. As of right now, we will step away.
Good,
We will
my
see if he
brain is
comes
killing
back.
me.
Yes.
Oh. And that was fun. Thanks, Commish, for tuning in for a little interview. Porch, a little too long for your liking.
Normally we would do around the league
3 to
rant.
9?
I know I promised a couple of things in the weekly. There will be no rants. There will be no around the league. Turkey Bowl all week because why not? It is time to preview matchups for next week. Bring up the board.
Our upcoming matchups, we have Team Juice and Team Fontanella. I like my team. I'm done doubting my team. My team is a good team. I believe in my squad. Antonio Andrews gets back on track tonight. Team Fon will move to 7-4. Team Juice 6-5. Team Jacobs will lose again. This is horrible. Nobody really wants to watch this game. This is not a game anybody really wants to see. TCP will win. They will both be 5-6 teams. Very pedestrian. Twan Squad versus White Mamba. You know how I feel about the White Mamba squad. This team is out for blood. Tough run-in for Twan Squad. He has no chance against the White Mamba. MMED against Are You Saying Powell. You know how I feel about Are You Saying Powell, and you know how I feel about MMED. MMBD sucks, and Are You Saying Pal is on a hot streak right now. Are You Saying Pal blows him out of the water, 152 to 76. Real Young Gun will beat the Long Island Pickers. CJG will lose again. Real Young Gun will move to 6-5. Team Fish, Coach Jim. This is my upset of the week. Team Fish will beat Coach Jim. Team Fish will beat Coach Jim. Coach Jim, whenever you think he can put it away, he doesn't deliver. He's gonna lose this week. Porch, who do you like this week, please?
Team Juice, Team Fontanella. Team Juice has just taken a massive hit with Jules. A couple of underachieving players. Team Fontanella gets the win. Jacobs, TCP. I like Jacobs. I think this is a classic Jacobs trap game. I think Jacobs sneaks away with the victory. Twan versus Mamba. I think Twan explodes. Number 1 scoring team of the week. Mamba, 7 losses. Magic Man El Diablo versus Are You Saying Pal. No brainer. These two teams are exact opposites. Are You Saying Pal runs away with the victory. Real Young Gun, Long Island Pickers. Real Young Gun is pissed off because for some reason he sat Marshawn Lynch last week. Still don't know why. But Zach will get the win. Team Fish, Coach Jim. Coach Jim Goober does have a history of losing games he should lose, but I think at this point, Goodman's just got to get off that path. Goodman gets the win. We're trying to wrap this one up quick because I got a feeling Mr. Fontanella doesn't have too much life left on this earth to live. So we'll just get right to it. Game of the week. Myself taking on Derp Sauce. Mr. Fontanella thinks I will win this game. I am speaking on his behalf right now. I think the opposite. I think I am going to lose to Dennis Hassett, even though I've believed in my squad very much, but I just got a bad feeling about this week. I think Derp's squad is just too well-rounded, too hot. I think he guarantees 100 a week. I don't think my team is consistent enough. Plus, you add in AP. Well, I think AP is going to be fine, but Alshon's a big question mark. Bennett, no clue. Too many question marks on my team.
Dennis wins.
Yeah, I think Dennis is going to win that one, but it's okay. We'll drop this game because my doormat comes up week 12, and you know who you are. Get ready to get stomped all over again. Love my doormat. Easy 8th win.
Alright, let's wrap it up here.
Power rankings, week 10, update. 11? Whatever.
11.
Well, everybody, that's it for another weekly report. Mr. Fontanella's got to get back to the hospital. Thursday Night Football is seconds away from beginning.
I want to say real quick, thank you, Mike. I will be out on the field. This is just precautionary for the last time. I'm going to be fine. I probably didn't have to be this dramatic, but better be safe than sorry. I got an open wound or two. I don't want to get infected. We'll see you guys next week. Good luck to all teams.
Absolutely, and I know a lot of you had a lot of questions coming in that needed to be answered about me leaving this league.
But we don't have time for that right now.
I know, which is why you'll find out next week.